Alright, we're gonna go ahead and finish back up. Right now we are creating this dragon. It's gonna be dragon bookends. And we're gonna pick up where we left off. So I was doing a lot of scales. Alright, but now something's acting all weird. Let me close Nomad and open it back up. And let me get my chat, because my chat is not up. What's going on, guys? What's going on over on TikTok? We are going to start sculpting in just one moment. There we go. We are good. Alright, let's finish this up. So I was doing scales. These are mostly done with the tube tool. And I'm just kind of doing these one by one. Taking my time with them. Making sure they all go in good and touch all of the body and where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to go in, and with the gizmo tool, I will clone this, and I am going to drag it over. If you guys have any questions about anything in this program, I would love to answer those for you. Feel free to ask. Alright, so I need to make sure these all overlap properly so they look like proper scales. It'll probably be a little bit tough, but we'll do what we can. I'm going to turn on twisting on this one so that I can twist this radius right here and get it to kind of conform to the body a little bit. Same with right here. We want this to kind of twist this way. Tiny tad. That's much better. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. I'm gonna scoot this back. I don't want this scale to be this big. Yeah, maybe something like that's way better. And then for this one, we can scoot this back too. Much smaller. Way better. Okay, let's take the gizmo, let's clone this and move it down. Gonna be quite a repetitive process for a little bit as we try to get all these in here. But we'll make quick work of it. As soon as we're done this, I'm going to show you how I merge all of these into the body and fuse them all together to start looking pretty good. We're going to have to make sure we voxel remesh at a very high resolution so we don't lose a lot of detail. But I'll show you how to go about doing all of that as well. Alright, let's clone this one. Just hit the clone button to make quick work of it. Move it into place. We can use the middle of the gizmo tool to kind of just rotate it freely. If you use the middle of this, you can rotate it freely in relation to your camera angle. I like that. We're going to slightly bring that up right there. And I'm just kind of, I don't really know exactly what needs to be where. I'm going to make these overlap in here. They need to meet up in the middle. So I'm going to try to come at this from both angles. Move this over. Use the gizmo tool. Alright, this is starting to get really distorted. You can see how badly distorted it looks. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to grab a new one that's not distorted yet. And we're gonna hide this in here. That's way better. We're gonna try to start filtering the angle downward so they can meet up. So I'll clone this and move it over. We need to try to start getting like this angle. Probably basically like this. Welcome in, guys. If you guys don't mind liking the live stream, that would really help with the algorithm. It'll send it out to more people. I would deeply appreciate that. Let's go ahead and clone this over. Move it over here. There we go. I think we're gonna line this up pretty good. And we'll just kind of make that work. They're all gonna overlap. That's okay. We're gonna straighten up a little bit. Move this up here. Scales. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to teach you guys anything that you need to know. If there's anything you're struggling with, or just any questions you haven't had answered, I would love to be able to help you out. Also, if you see anything that you think should change, feel free to call that out as well. I do not mind. I love the second opinions, honestly. I'm gonna move this up a little. Same with this and this. Alright, this is being mirror repeated on the other side, so it is going to go super fast. We're almost done. We're very close to finished. We can work on the details in the face a little bit more after we merge all this into the body. I think that will be the first thing we do as soon as the scales are done. We should be quite close. Gonna clone this again with the gizmo tool, move this over, and bring it out this way. Bring this up some. Try to get all these to overlap properly. It's pretty difficult, but that's okay. Let's swing this over. Gonna clone this again. There we go. Hey, Bits and Pieces, what's going on? N8, welcome. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? Hope you are both well. So good to see you. Whoops, let's not change the pivot. Screw this. Welcome in, guys. Move this down. Let's move that back up a bit. There we go. Alright, we're very close to just finishing this up with some alpha maps. So I don't want to scale this out all the way around the body. Down under the belly and like towards the ends of the arms and legs, I'm going to go ahead and use alpha maps. We're just going to get a little bit more individual scales on those parts. School was long today, that's it. How about you? Work. That's all. Worked all day, came home, took care of my kids, watched a movie with them, hung out, ate some dinner, and now I am live streaming. That's typical. It's a typical day for me. Was school eventful? N8? Alright, let's go ahead and get a scale right down here. Gonna finish this up. Must have filtered me. Yeah, I didn't see you, Bits. You got filtered out. The filters are so strong sometimes for like very silly things. Alright. Man, this is a lot. I don't know if I will ever go individual scales on a dragon again. This is painful. I won't lie. What's going on, everybody on TikTok? If you guys don't mind sharing the live stream, that would so help me out. Or if you want to just like the live stream, I'd appreciate it. If you tap and hold on your screen, it'll let you quickly have an option to share with people you talk to frequently. Or even if you just click copy link, that helps too. I've typed it all different ways. Do you do? I'm listening, Bits. If you can find a way to get it in there, I'm listening to you. Do you do work? Are we back live? Can you hear me? Is it really filtering out commission? It would depend what it is. If it's something for you, Bits, I will probably do it. Yeah. Is it for you? Alright. We're like right at the end of this. Let's look. Let me take this base and let me turn it invisible so I can actually see. Same with the tail. Let me turn the tail invisible so we can see underneath here. I guess I was just curious, been trying to get a few things made, but I also was thinking of having you do a learning session with me. Yeah, either one. If you want to do, if you want me to make something for you, just send me some pictures. Maybe over on Instagram might be best, or if you have Facebook, I'm active there. I'm not really active on Instagram, but I'll go on there and look. And for one-on-ones, I'm probably going to find it pretty hard to find time right now, but I might be able to do something. If we can sit down and get very specific on what it is you want to learn, then maybe I can maybe I can sit down and help you out a little bit. Because I know you 3D print things to sell them, correct? And you also do cups and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know if it was you or not, but someone was asking me about lessons for articulated models. That's not something I've really done much of. I will learn in the future, but I've never done an articulated model before, so I would have to do it and make sure I could get it to function properly to be able to give good advice on that. But if it's just general designing, like figures, like how to sculpt the figures you want to sculpt, I'd be perfectly able to do that, and we could probably do that. Would it just be like sculptures, like figures, or more functional pieces? Looks good so far. Thank you, Percy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out too. You know how it is. Always happy to have you in here. Just trying to wrap around the end of the model. Make sure we get it all. I think we're pretty much done. I do need to do the legs though. I know I keep saying I'm almost done when I know I have to get all the legs first. Like one thing I want to make, for example, is I want to make like a Taki chip, okay, and a rolled scroll for graduation. Yeah, I could do those things. I could do those for you. It wouldn't be difficult. Just a single Taki chip. Is there a reason why? I would love to know why you want a Taki. I remember showing you a little bit about the tube tool, and you said it was for that reason. I would like to know why why you're still in demand of a Taki. For toppers, okay. And graduation. Yeah, no problem. Just reach out to me on one of the platforms, even if it's here on TikTok. Just reach out somewhere, and I can do that for you. roll this down a little more. Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit weird with, like, I don't know how all these shapes and forms should go. I just realized I don't have the tail activated, so it's making it look even more weird. I think for the tail, I'll definitely just do some skin textures. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. And we can get another one right here. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with some of this. I'm just gonna let it all overlap. I want to create things badly, but I feel like I need a good teacher. No problem, Bits. You want to sell the pieces. That would be no problem. I've got no problem with that. Wish I had a 3D scanner. If you have an iPhone, you can use it as a 3D scanner. Oh, got someone messaging me right now about a cool commission. If you guys have ever heard of actually I'll wait. I'll wait to discuss it just in case. I don't know if he wants to talk about it. But yeah, you can use, if your phone has a LiDAR camera like the newer iPhones do, you can use it as a 3D scanner. I've never gotten it to work properly, but it is really cool. I've messed with it a little bit. There's an app called Polycam that lets you use it. Yeah, let's see if we can sneak this in here. Maybe scale this down a bit. Move this up this way. Move this back down. Yeah, we'll leave that right there. That might be pretty good. Let's clone it. Move it right here. The knee looks pretty flat, but that's okay. We can kind of bulk it out with these scales. If I can do it right. That'll be fine. We'll just kind of bulk these up. Scaling down scales. I did not even mean to. What's going on, Nathan? I hope you're doing well, man. Almost done. Man, I am so through with scales. This top ones feel a bit too much. want to move on to the rest of this and get this all finished up. Bits and pieces, is your preference, would that be that you just learn how to do it, or would you rather the models just be made? Do you have a preference there? I don't know why I would decide to do scales this way, but then I started and then I didn't want to stop because I already devoted so much time to it. Sunk cost bias. What's up, Innate? What? Oh. Man, why is everything getting filtered so bad? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why that's happening. I don't think I have any special filters on. I'll have to double check to make sure that's not the case. All right. Question, can you export from Nomad Sculpt and import directly on something like Roblox? Sheesh, that would depend on what file formats Roblox accepts for, and I'm not too sure. I would imagine that they take OBJ files. So Nomad Sculpt can export as OBJ, STL, and GLTF. You can't do FBX files, which also might be something that Roblox calls for, like game asset package files, but you could import it into Blender and then put it in. Then yeah, you could do it, because you can export as an OBJ. You can texture also here inside of Nomad Sculpt, and yeah, it's very, very worth it. Yeah, no problem at all. There's quite a lot you can do. I'll show you like a model I've done where I've textured it. So I've got this model here, and this has been textured, so you can see I've got UVs on it, and these are on this is textured on the UVs. Let me go into this one has UVs. Yeah, so this one has UVs right here. And if I go into my materials panel, you can see the textures, the normal map, and everything. Yeah, I love this one. And then you can, I do a lot of Qt style stuff. So here's another Qt project I've done. I've got all these up in my windowsill. You're not going to be able to see it in the light. I don't know why I'm trying to show you, but this is the 3D printed figure. And I do some more realistic stuff too. Generally, I just stay in the fantasy genre. I've got this face mask I just recently did. Now I'm making these dragon book ends. I thought all my scales were gone for a second. I would have just quit. I wouldn't have even tried again. Is it tough to avoid high triangles? Yeah, you can see how many you're producing. If you look at those numbers in the top left corner of the screen over here, you can see the little red cursor. You can see them all. It's not too tough to avoid high triangles, although when I'm sculpting, I don't really care about avoiding triangles. When you're done, you can decimate it super low. So I can go from, let's say, on a single model, I can go from 1 million triangles, and I can bring that all the way down to like less than 2,000 triangles, and put textures on it and make it look decent with smooth shading and textures. I could, no problem. Yeah, you could just like voxel remesh the whole thing down to like, let's say 400,000 triangles, and then you can decimate it down to a super low number. And then once you bake your textures into the model, you can have a lot of, you can have very low triangles. And it would still look okay because the textures kind of fix everything. The geometry is still trash once you decimate it that low, but the textures kind of make it look reasonable. We need to move those way down. They're a little too big now. They probably have been for a while, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll do one more of these right back here, and we'll be done with the back of the leg. That'll be fine. Okay, all of that is fine. Let's go just one more layer down here to get this to wrap in a little bit better on the stomach. I think that's all this needs. There's just one more layer down here. And then we just got to get the front of the legs, and we are done with the scales. I'll have to voxel merge everything together and just make sure everything looks super clean. Puppet, what's going on? Hey, the program is called Nomad Sculpt. This is what we're making. There we go. You are very welcome. All right. Decent. Let's go ahead and get this last one or two rows over here, and then we're all done with scales. The front arm. Once we do the front arm, I think we're good. I'm not gonna do anything on the bottom of the leg here. I'll go ahead and alpha map in some scales, and then I think we'll be good. So let's bring this over. I'm just dying to be done with scales. I'm committed to it now, though. Appreciate that, Puppet. I wish we could keep pinned comments. I don't know why we can't. They only last for a little bit. Alright, we need to make these much thicker. Oh, that's good. Alright, see you later, Innate. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna clone this down. We are so almost done. I think it'll be worth it though. Hey. Yeah. Ooh. That's a weird scale. I'm going to go ahead and get one of these scales over here. Probably this one. It looks clean. Yeah, let's use this way. Down here. Yeah, let's go like that. The commitment to get scale by scale by scale. Robert, I'm so done with it, dude. You've got no idea. I wanted to stop a long time ago. Trying to make sure I just don't bail on projects though. It's almost done. Yeah, man, for sure. I'll send you the STL when I'm done. I'm gonna bring this in. I want that to be just a slightly shorter scale. That was a little too much. Let's try to sneak this down over here. There we go. And I'm gonna kind of make this fracture off right here. So close to finished here. There we go. Last one on this row. Alright, I'm gonna call that on that one. Sneak a couple more over here. I never finished this up. I think behind the arm I can probably pretty safely ignore and not worry about. So let's get this in here. Let's get this out here. There we go. And last one on this row. We're gonna take a look at the other side, see if there's anything that we need to do. I'm not sure if that's the case, but we're gonna take a look. And then we can move on to some other details. Hopefully there's something valuable to you guys there. I think we can sneak just one last row right here and then we're done. Oops. Trying to layer them, like stack them, staggering. Time is it? 10:30. All right, last scale. And I think we're done with scales. Alright, let's take a look. I think we're good with scales. I want to get the arms into the body. So we're going to do that, and I want to get the legs into the body. let's go ahead and start there. Let's get all that merged in together. I don't know why they were separate. So we're missing the right. We're missing this and this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're missing. I'm so confused. Is it in a mirror? Okay. I see. It's in a mirror. That's why it's working. Oh my gosh, there's so many tube tools. Okay, now we're good. Okay, let's smooth this together real quick. Let me undo. Make sure we're in symmetry. Great topography, thank you so much. Frequency, appreciate you. Rev, thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. So happy to have you here. Alright, so we're good with that. Let's go ahead and smooth the back leg here. And let's go ahead and now take the tail. Let's move that into the position we want it. Looks like it got moved a little bit. We're gonna move this over. We don't want this touching the... We don't want that touching the words. The hand, there we go. We will leave it there though. In fact, maybe we can make it slide right underneath here, just to give it a little extra support. Look from here. We'll need to make sure that it's touching the base. I'm gonna have this curl up. This will curl up right here at about a 45, so we can still print it, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and merge that into the body, so we'll connect the two shapes, and we're going to voxel remesh these together. Let's look at just this, and let's smooth some of this out. Using a pretty big brush, let's turn off symmetry. Let's just smooth out the tail. Smooth out this. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the scales on the front, these here. We're gonna make it look pretty good. Alright, so first, before we do that, let's take the stamp tool. I'm actually gonna put some more geometry in this. 713K. I am okay with that. Let's go into the stamp tool in a folder here called Skins and Scales. There it is. Alright, Skins and Scales. So let's figure out scales that'll work for this. Those are a bit sharp. Maybe like these will work fine. Nope, don't like it. Not compared to the rest. So, you know, maybe we just need to bring this down a little bit more. It won't be too big of a deal. Just to make it, nothing else is gonna look good, I don't think. Unless I just bring these down and scale them way down. I would hate to try to take a shortcut just because I don't want to do it and then it just doesn't come out good. Alright, starting to look too cluttered. Way too cluttered. How do you keep the file low with large projects? So that's all gonna depend on your total vertices used. So if you look over here, if you can see these numbers, they're a little blurry. In my scene, I have 1 million polygons. The trick is to keep, let's open up our wire so we can look at all the individual polygons. You can see my triangles on these scales are all pretty low on the polygon count, but if you look at the body, it's actually quite dense. I have a lot of polygons here. So the lower the number of polygons you have, the lower the file size you have. If you want to reduce the size of them, you're going to have to pay very close attention to how big each object is. So for this scale here, what I could do is, before I duplicated these all like 1,000 times for each individual scale, I could have gone into my topology menu right here, and for this tube tool, I can turn down the division X. So right now for this one triangle, it's 928 polygons, but if I turn this down, you see how I'm reducing the number? So like if I left it right here, this is 403 polygons, half the size. So my whole scene would have been half the size if I turned down the polygons on these tube tools before I duplicated it so many times. Same with the body. Like when you have a shape like this shape is 713,000 polygons. So if I go into my voxel menu right here, I can voxel remesh this at a lower resolution, let's say 323. So 713,000 polygons down to 178,000 polygons. The thing being is, when you do that, you're going to have less polygons, which means less detail. So it depends how detailed the models you're trying to get. Alright, so let's go ahead and stamp this. And I want to find, I know I can do it. I wonder what these look like. You know what, I'm just gonna do it. Let's just do that. You're hardly gonna notice. That was not in symmetry. So let's undo until we get that in symmetry. You're very welcome. No worries, Frequency. If you have more questions, I'd be more than happy to help you out. That's what I'm here for. I want to be able to provide you with whatever value I can. Hard to see in here. Yeah, that looks really good. Alright. Same with right here. Let's solo this out real quick. Look at just this. We're just gonna cheat on some of these scales. I just want to get them in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the crease tool on this in here. I gotta prove I'm not a robot. So we're gonna take the crease tool, like I said, right in here. Let's try to define this a little bit better. I'm going to go into my tool settings, into the lazy rope stabilizer. What this does is, you'll see this little lazy rope on my brush. and nothing is going to happen until I hit the end of that lazy rope. This helps me get a little bit more stability on my brush strokes so I can get nice clean lines. Let's try to move the body out some. See if I can do that without ruining. Nope. It's just ruining the scales. Oh, we need to smooth this. And we need to get a little more scales on the back. Kind of forgot about right in here. This will be super fast and easy though, because this is like very visible. Now I need to get one more outside of the mirror repeater. And I need to just put these in the middle. There we go. Let's see what this looks like if I take the stamp tool on here, because I am not exactly wanting to, yeah, I think this is gonna look fine. It'll look even better if you're a little skeptical. Once I fuse everything together and start smoothing it just a little, to get it all to blend in, it's going to look a whole lot better. We're gonna put a couple spikes down the back of the dragon, like down the tail. we'll probably finish it off in a spike too. All right. Let's take all of these scales. I'm going to save this project. I'm gonna create a new save of it because I don't want to regret what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna find the mirror repeater that has all of these scales in it, and I'm gonna do that. I think that was all of them. Let's see if that was all of the scales. Yeah, that was all of the scales. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of the scales with the body, and I am going to voxel remesh this. I'm gonna do this at a very high resolution. I do not want to lose details. Let's try it at 1000 and see if my iPad can handle it. Hopefully it can handle it. Okay, it worked. We're at 2 million polygons, and now we have one nice mesh. So let's go ahead and smooth this out a little bit to get everything to blend in a little better. Oh yeah. We don't want to lose a ton of detail, but we do want to kind of get it all to blend. We have a problem right here. Let's inflate this so it's no longer a problem. And let's keep smoothing. Let's get rid of this. All right. So that's in there. I'm going to voxel remesh it again. And we're going to try to fix up that little spot that I messed up. I'm And we gotta get this little spot. Beautiful. We gotta get the wings looking good too. That's fine. We're good there. I wonder if we can, with symmetry on, I wonder if we can get this leg up a little bit. It's probably better there. Let's leave it. Let's get the wings a little better. I'm gonna voxel remesh this with some resolution into it. Maybe a little bit more. Let's smooth this out. There we go. That's looking better. Let's smooth this. We need to line everything up with the wings. See how not everything is completely lined up? We need to make sure we get that in there good. So to do that, I'm just going to move this onto the piece. Look at it from both sides. Make sure we're kind of lined up. We're going to push this back through, and we're going to pull this over. Let's use a larger brush right here. Let's kind of just pull this up. That'll be fine. This wing's gotta go, yeah, better onto the part. So now it's just a game of like lining everything, which can take a good minute, but it's okay. Or we need to smooth this a little, because this isn't lining up. Smoothing it will thin it out. No, this isn't ZBrush. This is Nomad Sculpt. It's on iOS and Android. Alright, let's smooth this out to get this to line up as well on both sides. Maybe we can crease it right here. Very low brush, big radius, creasing right in here. Let's try more intensity. Nope, that's not working. Yeah, that's not working. So, can I make this thicker? And this thinner. When it comes down to it, I just need to make this thinner. Okay, I think we're there. Just gotta smooth this right here. And I got one more fix at the top. Yeah, and then we gotta fix this. Alright, let's inflate this. If we can. Actually, we'll inflate it after we merge everything. That way we don't ruin everything we just did. Let's drag this in. See how it kind of has a little gap? We want to make sure we get rid of that little gap. That's good. Okay, I'm going to take the very end of this and we are going to sharpen it up. just gonna smooth the tip of this one. I'm gonna add a spike right up here. Alright, I am going to end that there, I think. I think I'm happy with it. Let's try to voxel merge everything together and see what happens. So let's, I guess we should make the base too. Probably right there. Let's snap this 90 degrees. Oh, I see. Let's do a different base because this one's messed up. So I'm gonna delete this. Let's see if this one's lined up. It is not. I'm surprised you are still here, bits and pieces. Alright, we are going to add a box. Scale this up. Alright, let's clone this and let's snap it 90. Alright, what's going on? Why is our pivot ever so slightly off? It is off, right? Or is that just me? No, it's definitely off. Maybe it's an illusion. Does this look off? I genuinely can't tell now. Alright, let's try this. I might need to bring these out a little bit more. So let's merge everything together except for these pieces here. It's a voxel remesh. Let's do that at 800. See if we can get that together. Okay. Looks fine. Let's see if I can bring this down here. I think that's fine. Oh, I do not like what this did. Before we voxel merge it together, we need to fix... Yeah, we need to fix this. Right here. I think that'll be okay. Now we can do it. Unselect these and voxel mesh. Okay. Let's take a peek. No, it's still not good. What in the world? I thought I fixed it. Let's try that. It looks fixed. I want it to not break when I voxel remesh everything together. That's really cool. I hope to be this good one day. Appreciate that, Bits. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna do that there. Maybe let's not dig that into the wall that much. Maybe I can move these out just a little. But I need these to be able to support, which is why I'm doing it this way. Oh, whoops. I'm never gonna get this. Oh my goodness. I keep undoing it on accident. Okay. That's good there. And now let's move this. Happy there. I'm happy there. Maybe we can move this out. Okay. We need a smaller brush. That's the issue here. Because it's grabbing the top. And I don't want that. Okay, there we are good. Here we are good. Do you print this in? I'm gonna print it in PLA. I'm trying to do most of my designs with PLA and make that things that people can print, because I'm trying to really advertise my Patreon as a thing you can go to subscribe and sell the things that I make. So I'm trying to make a lot of things in printable in PLA. We're gonna see how this works in PLA, but that's the intention. Let me try bringing these down. So I'm gonna need to turn on a filter of connected topology. I need to turn this way up, and I need a smaller brush. Okay, it looks a little silly. Let's see if I can grab a little bit more. That looks bad. We'll just try to get the supports to reach. They're not gonna reach. Are they? I don't think they're gonna reach. Does that look terrible? That looks a little weird. It looks a little strange. Alright. I hate to do it. I really hate to do it. Let's get just the wings together. Actually, we can do it here like this. Let's drag this down. And let's drag this here. Now it looks fine. Now we'll be fully supported on everything, which is much better. It's like the only way to do it. because I have to really think about 3D printing and make sure that it's all going to work out. Let's move this. And move this. Let's go right there. Oh yeah, we never did teeth. Kinda can't believe I forgot teeth. Let's do tube tool with the path option. We're gonna put this in a mirror. I'm probably gonna get off of here for the night. This is pretty much done. I need to do the teeth. And I think that might be it. I don't know if I need to do anything else. Is there anything else I need to get done? Anything that stands out to you all? Alright, I think I am done. I need to get some sleep. It is 11:30. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Appreciate you all hanging out. Hey, what's up, Joey? Appreciate you, man. Almost done with it. See you, Sparked. Appreciate you all again. Thank you so much for hanging out. And we'll see ya.